folks. Welcome to the 2020 Caregiving Visionary Awards. Listen, we had a little bit of technical difficulty tonight. Not gonna lie, it stinks. But we're still doing this because the mission of this, the spirit of these awards, is so much bigger than whether it's live streamed or it's pre-recorded and then posted live. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, what we're trying to do is get the message out about you, the caregivers, and the selfless work that you guys are doing every single day. I'm so excited to be doing this. In fact, reading these nominations, being a part of this awards, this process is one of the prouder things I've done in my career. Reading those awards, hearing the messages from family members, from colleagues, from friends and neighbors, just with so much spirit and so much passion for the people in their lives that are doing this work every day. Couldn't have been prouder to be a part of that process. It was also incredibly difficult. Reading these, some of them were so heartwarming, some of them were gut-wrenching at times, but I couldn't have been prouder, I couldn't have been more honored to take part in that process and to get that perspective from you all. And I really think that's what these awards are all about. That's the message I really want to convey to everybody that's watching this now, that watches it later. There's something bigger here. It's not just about an individual winner. It's about those nominees. It's about the people that were nominated by family members, because at the end of the day, it's about recognizing them, showing them that people are listening, that we as an organization and we as a community are really, really listening and understand that what they're doing every day is what keeps the society moving. I mean, you're the most underutilized asset we have as a family caregiver, as a country, as a world. And so we thank you for all that you're doing. And so I do want to take a second before we get into sort of the individual recognition and really thank every single one of those nominees that came through. Thank you guys so much for the work you do every day. You're truly special. And I couldn't be more proud to be part of a platform that's truly dedicated to you. So thank you very much. So for tonight, Christina Best and I are going to walk you guys through all the individual categories for awards. We're going to name some winners. We're going to hand out some cash and some trophies. And that's going to be really amazing. We're also going to talk about what caregiving.com has been up to, how we got to this point, who the heck am I, how we got here, the two companies that came together to really bring this all, level everything up. We're going to talk a little bit about that. But first, a special thank you to our sponsors, Anthem. Thank you guys so much. Obviously, I was thrilled that Anthem was interested and showed some interest in participating in this year's event. They're obviously an amazing organization, and their participation allows us to do so much more for the nominees and the award winners, which you'll see here in a second. But, the alignment there is absolutely incredible. What Anthem and Anthem Medicaid is doing for their members and for the family caregivers in their communities is absolutely incredible. As we've gotten close to them, we've learned more about that stuff. So kudos to Anthem for not only doing that and investing in caregivers in their membership, but also including caregiving.com as a part of that. So thank you very much to Anthem for sponsoring and being a presenter for this year's awards. So the first thing we want to do is I'm going to get a video queued up here to kind of talk to you about what Carely Inc. and caregiving.com means together. And then we'll talk a little bit about my introduction and who I am and what's coming up. So let's roll the video and we'll get back to it.
Caregivers are society's greatest and most underappreciated asset. Day in and day out, these unsung heroes put someone else's needs above their own. At Carely, we're led and inspired by former, current, and future caregivers. From the beginning, our mission has been to improve the lives of these individuals around the world. Why is that important? Because it means we're driven by the act of care, not referral bonuses or lead generation. Our priority is giving people unconditional access to support, information, and tools that address their everyday challenges. And that's why we've just added what will become the most comprehensive caregiver support website in the world to our product line. Caregiving.com is now a part of the Carely family. We'll be leveraging our technology expertise to make sure people have the information they need the moment they need it. Our suite of products offer caregivers and organizations an unparalleled opportunity to enhance the care experience together. Caregivers need big solutions and even bigger thinking. Join us in our mission to impact the lives of 100 million caregivers around the world. Visit caregiving.com/Carely today to learn how to become a part of a better caregiving future.
100 million caregivers. That's the goal. We want to positively impact the lives of 100 million caregivers out there in the world today. We're not going to stop until we do, and when we hit that number, we're going to go even farther. So what does this all mean? Who am I? Well, first of all, my name is Mike 𝚲𝚎𝚕𝚎𝚑. I'm the CEO and co-founder of a company called Caregiving, Inc. Back in the end of 2019, so last year, we made a decision as a company and as a team that we really wanted to move further into direct caregiver support. Previously, the past 24 months or so before that, we had really been focusing on the technology platforms that we've got and really supporting long-term care organizations. But we, having had success in that, we were really trying to think about how do we broaden our value proposition? How do we drive more impact? How do we help more people? And obviously for us, a big part of that is caregivers, family caregivers. How do we help you? How can we provide you with the support you need? At the same time we're having that conversation, we're also working on partnerships with caregiving.com, with the previous team there. And it just, the conversation sort of evolved and gradually grew. We were doing more things together, and we realized there was so much synergy there that it just made so much sense for these two brands, these two entities to come together. And so that's what happened. In April, we finalized a sort of an agreement that caregiving.com would sort of roll up into Caregiving Inc., the family of companies now that is Caregiving Family, Caregiving Community, and caregiving.com, and that those three organizations or those three platforms would naturally work well together to accomplish that sole mission of impacting caregivers' lives. So that's who we are. That's who I am. I've been doing this for 10 years. I'm incredibly excited about what caregiving.com brings to us and to our mission to that table. So, and quite frankly, just being a part of this community and seeing it all unfold has been absolutely amazing. I'll also add that what we've got next, I think, is going to be really, really spectacular. What some of the content we're working on, the things we're doing, which Christina is going to walk us through here in a second, some of the exciting things we've got on deck. So I'm excited for you guys to see that stuff, and I'm really excited to be here. And I'm going to say excited probably 14 more times during this event. So just get prepared for that. Maybe we can put a counter or something over here to count those exciteds. But anyway, I'm going to bring Christina in, and she's going to introduce our first award, the Caregiving Advocate Award. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Mike, for that introduction. As Mike said, I'm Christina, editor-in-chief at caregiving.com. Becoming the editor-in-chief this year, taking on this role, this responsibility, is so meaningful to me. It really is my dream to be able to share caregiver stories and information and really make a valuable impact in the lives of family caregivers and their loved ones. So with that said, we'll go ahead and get into the awards or kick off the awards here. So as Mike mentioned, I am presenting first the Caregiving Advocate Award. So the Caregiving Advocate Award is presented to an individual who has provided support for family caregivers or former family caregivers in a way that makes the caregiving experience better and easier. So without further ado, our Caregiving Advocate winner is... Oh boy, this envelope likes to give me trouble. Our winner is Michele Mitchell. Congratulations. Woo! Michele, our recipient. Everyone's a winner. Every caregiver is a winner. So the reason that we selected Michele Mitchell as our recipient of the Caregiving Advocate Award is just based on the numerous caregiving experiences and personal losses that she's been throughout her adult life. In 2006, her husband Ray had a stroke and then died a month later. In 2013, her stepdaughter, who had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, also passed away. In the fall of 2013, her parents both had open heart surgery 11 days apart. And of course, subsequently, unfortunately, both of her parents died in the time following. And then her now husband, William, was diagnosed with skin cancer, and she supported him through that. So in each of these situations, not only did she serve as a caregiver, but has experienced tremendous loss as well, but she kept going. Now, on top of that, she was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2006, and she was being treated for it through all of these caregiving and grieving experiences. But despite all of these hardships, she came through it and stronger, and has devoted her life to making sure that patient caregiver voices are elevated in healthcare settings. So just a quick quote from her nominator, who was her husband. Michele felt she had a greater purpose beyond these losses and tragic life events. She vowed not to become a victim of circumstances. She redefined herself and searched for opportunities to give back. So again, her advocacy within healthcare, she's transforming the healthcare experience for patients and families. And she's been doing this since 2013. And beyond that, she's publicly sharing her story, letting people know that they're not alone. Whether it's her breast cancer survivorship story, her caregiving, or her grief. She's welcoming people into her life so that they don't feel so alone in their own experiences. So again, congratulations to Michele Mitchell on top of receiving this recognition and fancy placard over here. You'll also be receiving $500. So thank you so much, Michele, for everything that you do. Now, next up will be my co-host, Mike, talking about presenting the Visionary Caregiver Award. Thank you.
All right. This one is special to me, folks. This award means a lot to me, not only because I was the proud recipient of it last year at the annual Caregivers Conference, but the Visionary Caregiver Award is special to me because I buy into it. I love it. I'm an innovator myself. I'm a visionary myself. It's how I got into entrepreneurship, was having that passion and having that spirit. So I really, really buy into this. The Visionary Caregiver Award will recognize an individual that has developed and implemented an innovative way to support family caregivers. So this one's for those out-of-the-box thinkers, the mavericks, those folks that take lemons and make lemonade. That's who this is for. That's who it's intended to recognize. And this year we had nominations for people who have built amazing things, who've started amazing local movements, who've been even developed applications that are intended to support caregivers. Thank you to all the nominees for this category. The future of caregiving depends on you, and I was incredibly encouraged by what we saw. So thank you guys so much to those nominees. So let's get to the award winner. So this year's award winner for Visionary Caregiver of the Year goes to Allyson Schrier. Allyson, congratulations. Thank you so much for what you do. Let me read a quick little bit about from Allyson's nomination. Driven by the love for her husband, Evan, who was diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia at age 47, she created 𝚲𝚎𝚕𝚎𝚑𝚎 TV. 𝚲𝚎𝚕𝚎 TV is video programming that's optimized for people living with memory loss or dementia. It offers simple ways to enhance family connection, fortify identity, alleviate loneliness, and to help create enriching moments of fun, meaning, and connection for people living with dementia and their care partners. Obviously, this was a perfect example of what the Visionary Caregiver Award is intended to highlight. Someone driven by passion to create or improve the caregiving experience for others. So congratulations, Allyson. We truly appreciate everything you've done. We're excited to watch 𝚲𝚎𝚕𝚎 TV kind of grow and develop. We're going to help you. We're going to be a part of that as caregiving.com. So in addition to this lovely trophy, which Christina pointed out earlier, you'll be getting one of those, and you'll be getting a check for $1,000 to help support your cause. So thank you so much. $1,000 and an award is in the mail. We're excited to be able to present that to you, and we're also excited about all those nominees that are in this category. So keep doing what you do. The next award is to me, so we're going to roll right into it. Keep it rolling. The Youth Caregiver of the Year. For this year's Youth Caregiver of the Year award, a new category for us, we decided, in addition to taking nominations through our general process, we also wanted to partner with the documentary team from Sky Blossom because of their mission of raising awareness for these young heroes. Let me read a little bit about the film. Sky Blossom is an Academy Award qualifying documentary filmed over 3 years. It is a raw, uplifting window into 24.5 million children and millennials stepping forward as frontline heroes. Caring for family with tough medical conditions, they stay home during things often only seen in hospitals. They are cheerleaders, they work part-time, they go to college, but they also live double lives, quietly growing up as America's next greatest generation. And we've got a sneak peek of the movie for you guys to take a look at now.
Can you come get my legs?
After Chaz got hurt, it was a whole new way of life.
I'm always making sure he's okay and that he's taken care of and that he's always happy.
It's hard for people to understand him. I check on him to make sure that nobody's staring at him, because a lot of people get bullied and it's not right.
Got it? It's made me have to grow up a little bit faster than I should.
Papa. School will always be there. Grandpa won't. So to lose him would be a lot.
My dad can't drive truck anymore. Right after he had his leg amputated, we were homeless, so I pay a vast majority of the bills.
A lot of times people can see the wounds, but they're so focused on the veteran they don't think about who else is affected by the veteran's wounds. Just because you bring these guys home doesn't mean we're done.
The doctor is like, we're not gonna perform CPR on him. I was like, if you're not gonna do them, I would do them. Because, you know, my grandpa.
I'm 15.
I'm 26 years old.
I am 15.
I'm 21.
How do you remain so strong?
Humor. Make each other laugh. That's the best medicine.
Welcome to the Allen family.
Hi. Hi. Welcome to Chili's.
Ready?
Ready.
Jenna, she's definitely my hero.
It's gonna be tough, but I'm the type of person that the more challenges that come my way, it's made me who I am.
This is a special one, you guys. I'm really excited about it. I actually got a chance to see Sky Blossom in theaters a week or two ago. It's an amazing, amazing documentary. Everybody should go see it when they get the chance. I think they're doing a broader release sometime next year, so go see that if you get the chance. It's a really, really amazing film and highlights, again, something that's really special that's happening in this country that not a lot of people talk about. So go check that out. So I couldn't be more excited to announce the winners of this year's Youth Caregiver Award. We did something special here this year, guys, because you know what? No one deserves to go unrecognized in this category. So the awards for Youth Caregiver of the Year are going to Deryn Allen, Rhianna Alvarado, Camille Grier, Kamaille and Kaleo Kapanui, Jenna Ploof, and Brandon Piper. So I apologize if I mispronounce your name. As someone who has a terribly hard last name to pronounce, I get it, and I apologize if I mispronounce it. But those, obviously, those first 5 or 6 caregivers in that category were from the film. So we're recognizing them this year. And then we've also added one, Brandon Piper, whose family actually nominated him this year. And I want to read something about Brandon because he's not documented in the movie. Brandon Piper has an amazing story and was nominated this year. He became a young caregiver almost 7 years ago after his father was injured in a parachute jump while active duty Army. Brandon has over the past years assisted in medication administration, household jobs, driving and attending multiple doctor's appointments alongside his dad. Brandon always remains positive and helpful, and this year will be exploring colleges to attend next fall. So Brandon, listen, kudos to you, man. You're a hero in our book, and we really, really appreciate everything you do. Good luck with college. So in addition, obviously, to these pretty awards that each one of those youth caregivers are going to get this year, we're also going to be sending each of them a $250 Amazon gift card. What a great early Christmas present. So excited to be able to give that to you guys. I hope it helps. I hope you get some enjoyment out of it. And I hope the recognition is at least a little something to show how much we in this community appreciate your selflessness and courage. Thank you for all that you do. So now let me turn it over to Christina. She's going to tell you a little bit about the amazing new content we've got planned for caregiving.com. Thanks, guys.
And we're back. So as Mike said, with that great intro, I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about some of the exciting upcoming content things that we have going on. Just some new projects we have in store that are going to be coming out in the next month and the next couple months, starting with Music We Remember. We're really excited about this one. It's the exclusive live concert series featuring John Van Beek, who's the founder of Music We Remember. This will be launching in December, and we've got a little taste, a little teaser video for you to give you a feel for what to expect.
Good evening, everyone. It's a great pleasure to be here with you, and I have some exciting news. I'm teaming up with Caregiving.com to bring you an exclusive live performance concert series beginning in December. Mark your calendars and join me for some warm musical memories and a whole lot of fun. My name is John Van Beek, and this is Music We Remember. Now when the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we see, well, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand 6 feet away from me. Now, darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand, won't you stand by me.
All right, so thank you so much for that, John. We're really excited to have you be part of the Caregiving.com family. I love how your humor and sincerity shines through in that video. If that's just a taste of what's to come, I think people are in for a real treat. So catch that December 8th. That's going to be our first show. So the next thing we wanted to announce was December Action Month. Our theme is the call to caregiving. So while November was National Family Caregivers Month, where we focused on awareness and celebration, we decided that in December we wanted to focus on advocacy and action. What are we really doing ground level to support caregivers? Not just talking about it, but actually doing and holding people accountable to their actions. So this campaign will include a pledge, a letter writing to Congress, suggestions how to write your representative to make sure that they know caregiving is important to you and something that they need to be legislating, and also a social media toolkit. So more details to come on that. Maybe even the Backstreet Boys will get involved. Who knows with the call. Just saying, you put it out into the universe. Maybe you can make it happen. So up next, some other exciting things we have going on. So many exciting things. I'm also saying exciting a lot. Thanks a lot for planting the seed, Mike. So podcasts, caregiving podcasts are such a valuable way to learn about caregiver stories. And share information. I personally am obsessed with podcasts lately, especially Armchair Expert. Shout out to Dax Shepard and Monica Padman. Very inspired by their energy. We've got a few podcasts lined up for you. So Care Mavericks is going to be a new podcast from Mike. TBD on what we're going to be talking about, but I imagine there'll be some angle with innovation and technology, healthcare, senior living. Really excited to see the details come together on that. We're also going to be, we're doing a joint podcast with the Whole Care Network, Caregiving.com and the Whole Care Network. Myself and Christopher McClellan, better known as perhaps the bow tie guy to this community. Thrilled to be partnering with him on a podcast called How We Got Here, where we're going to be enhancing our understanding of what it means to give and receive care. So stay tuned. That one should be coming at you pretty soon. And then Caring Conversations, which was something we had offered in the past and something we are planning to reignite in the future. So stay tuned on that. So coming up after the podcast, we wanted to let you know that our contributor family has grown quite significantly this year, especially since the site launch. People are really excited about the new way of consuming and sharing information on caregiving.com, and we are so thrilled to have welcomed so many new faces, some old, some new, to the family. So here we have Adrienne Alote, Allyson Van Schie, Saskia DeQuastenit, Nicole Dawes, Rick Lauber, Roz Jones, and many more. All of these folks, you can see their content featured on our site as well as social media now. And again, so many more names that I'm going to choose not to go through because then we'll be here all night. And with that, the last and final most exciting thing we wanted to share with you is collections. We're introducing collections. They are going to be a vetted selection of articles, stories, and professional resources related to specific caregiving topic areas. This is something we've been talking about. It's been in the works for a couple months now. This is going to be a great way for people to digest information about highly curated topics. So stay tuned. That'll be coming to the site very soon. With that, I wanted to let you know that we do intend for these collections to be curated by not only sponsors and influencers, but also our contributor family. So you know they're going to be selecting the best information that they can share with you. So with that, I'm going to let Mike come back and tell you a little bit more about the organization of the year and how we got there. Thank you.
All right, this is a big category for us this year. We're excited about it, and it was too big a category for us to take on alone. So for this year's Caregiving Organization of the Year award, we decided to actually partner with a team that really understands this world better than most. The Difference Collaborative. Our friends at the Difference Collaborative work with organizations to really understand how caregiving currently impacts employee and team productivity, health, acquisition, retention, and well-being. Then they work with leadership and employees to co-design strategies and approaches to best manage as well as capitalize on that caregiving challenge. So there was no better team to really help us identify organizations that are currently stepping up to support their caregiving employees. And that's what this award is all about. The Caregiving Organization of the Year award will spotlight an organization that leads by example and inspires other service providers to make a difference in the lives of caregivers and their loved ones. Got it right here. It's official. This year's Caregiving Organization of the Year is Voya. Voya. Voya demonstrates how a large organization can live their values in understanding, advocating, and supporting caregivers. So this is some of what the Difference Collaborative wrote up in their analysis of Voya and what they're doing for family caregivers. As an employer, Voya sought to understand caregivers from multiple vantage points, their own employees as well as their customers, all individuals trying to balance their demands of work and personal family caregiving. The Voya Cares white paper shows Voya sees the impact of caregiving has on the workplace, outlining problems and potential actions to take through benefits planning. Voya also supports their own employees' caregiving needs through a comprehensive set of benefits and policies designed to make a difference, including insurance, backup child and elder care, flexible PTO, remote work, family leave policies, health advocates, a robust EAP, and a partnership with wealthy support services, and more. Supporting, listening to, and partnering with caregivers is a challenging mission, but Voya's efforts demonstrate they're trusted to show up and be there every day for their employees and their customers. Congratulations to Voya for winning the Caregiving Organization of the Year award. So that was amazing. Voya, obviously a huge organization doing amazing work. They've got a big budget and they're putting it to work. So thank you to Voya for doing that. Thank you for the Difference Collaborative for doing the review and really getting deep on the analysis. We wanted to make sure that these organizations being nominated were actually walking the walk, and Voya definitely stood that test. Additionally, this year, we decided to recognize 3 other companies that actually continued to show up in the nominations process as either nominees or as resources that nominating companies were using as support for caregivers. So these 3 companies kept showing up in the nominations process, so we knew we had to recognize them. And those 3 companies are Torchlight, Careloop, and Wealthy. So we're sort of doing a special additional award for these folks. So these 3 organizations help other employers support family caregiving employees. You may have heard about them before. I think some of them have sort of a direct-to-consumer offering. But most of them are working with employers, so that's why they came on the radar for this award. As small organizations themselves, they demonstrate it's possible to provide meaningful support to their own employee family caregivers without a big budget. So in addition to using their own care coordination services, they make efforts to proactively survey employees to find out what is and isn't working, create inclusion task forces, provide respite days and care packages, and most importantly, the leadership has all shared their own caregiving stories to intentionally create culture of care. So congratulations to these organizations, Torchlight, Careloop, and Wealthy, as well as Voya for winning the Caregiving Organization of the Year. So congratulations to you guys. And with that, we're going to roll right into the next one. This one and the last award are obviously they're the big marquee awards we do every year. So I'm really, really excited we're getting to get into this now. The Family Caregiver of the Year Award. So let me collect myself because this is a big one. This is a tough one. I got to try not to break here because these are emotional. The Family Caregiver of the Year Award is intended to honor an individual who cares for a family member or a friend. It will spotlight a caregiver that complements caregiving with their own needs and interests while also inspiring others. Identifying one person for this award this year was an incredibly tough task. It's something that everybody on our team struggled with for weeks, and it became one of the hardest decisions and just processes we've ever had to do because the nominations were incredible. Every nominee deserves to be recognized, and we will make an effort to do that over the next few months. Every nominee is going to get profiled on the site if they want to be, and we're just going to do our part to make sure that they feel recognized and they feel like they're deserving of an award because they all are. And we are going to do something. Everybody's going to get something. Every nominee is going to get something from being nominated. And so it was an incredibly tough task, and ultimately picking one was something we failed at. We couldn't do that this year. We had to give the award to 2 individuals because the stories were just so compelling. That being said, even though we're highlighting just 2 individuals, everyone's nominations were absolutely amazing and inspiring. So thank you for allowing me and my team a glimpse into your amazing lives. So for the Family Caregiver of the Year Award. I've got it in the envelope right here. Drum roll. Brrr. The award for Family Caregiver of the Year goes to 2 amazing women, and they are Emily Borg and Marjorie Pennington. Congratulations to you both. Your stories were absolutely incredible, and I'm going to read a little bit about each of you here now, and I'm going to hopefully not get choked up. So Emily Borg was actually nominated by her father. Some of what he wrote about her. Emily became a caregiver suddenly and unexpectedly over 3 years ago when her husband Manny became paralyzed by a spinal cord injury from a diving accident on vacation. She left her job as a policy and resource director of a nonprofit organization to stay with Manny during the months of hospitalization and become a full-time caregiver and care partner. Emily inspires others through her spirit of caring, connection, optimism, and love of learning. Her vision to support the holistic health and well-being of other family caregivers in similar situations, while also being a full-time caregiver providing complex care, is inspiring to many who know her. This is her father writing this. Absolutely incredible reading, and that was just a taste of it. I mean, her father wrote an incredible nomination. The words, the spirit, the way he captured Emily and what she's done, what she's sacrificed to care for Manny, to move into their home, to dedicate her life to that process, and at the same time, still remaining positive, still charging forward, still looking for the best in life, is inspiring. I'm getting chills right now just saying it. It's inspiring. And that's all I can say about it. So, the least we could do at this point is honor Emily and just be a part of her life in this way. So thank you. I'm honored to be able to do that. Our second award winner, Marjorie, became a caregiver when her husband was injured by a roadside bomb. She was 22 years old. She was nominated by her husband, and he writes, "She lost all of her younger years to care for me. I have been in and out of the hospital for the last 14 years. She is selfless. She goes above and beyond for me and those she serves. She's given up her own dreams to care for others. She never asks for anything. She advocates for all caregivers, not just military veterans. Marjorie has been on both sides of the caregiving spectrum. You can ask anyone, and they would tell you she has a servant's heart." So again, absolutely inspiring. Thank you to Emily's father. Thank you to Marjorie's husband for taking the time and nominating her. They're incredible people. We hope that the least we can do is shine a little bit of light on them for the amazing things they do, and again, just recognize them from our community and our family to yours. Thank you guys so much for everything you do. So in addition, Marjorie and Emily, to these amazing awards that may or may not make it onto your onto your fire shelf at home. I think they would look great up on a mantle. A mantle, right? They would look great up on a mantle. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'll have to ask my wife. Anyway, in addition to getting one of these amazing trophies, you're each going to receive a check for $1,000. Each of you. $1,000 from caregiving.com and Carely Inc. to you guys. Thank you so much for everything you do. You guys are absolutely incredible. I couldn't be prouder to be able to do this and to be able to contribute back to you and to this community. So thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoy it. Now, before I start crying, before I get emotional, let's go over to our next award with Christina, our last and final award of the night, the Tandy Spirit Award.
Thank you, Mike. I hear you on the getting choked up part. I definitely shed quite a few tears the last couple weeks as we were sorting through all the nomination forms and the stories that we read. As Mike said, again, every single caregiver, absolutely, hands down, is deserving of recognition. We're so pleased that we have a platform to be able to just bring awareness to just the smallest number of stories to help normalize this care experience that all of us will either go through at some point or have gone through. So thank you again from the bottom of our hearts. So I'm so grateful to be able to present the Tandy Spirit Award. This one comes with a little extra TLC. I worked with Tandy's children, Amanda, Sarah, and Stephen Elisala, to get to know their mother better. We're new to the community this year. While we had attended the awards last year, unfortunately didn't get a chance to meet her children and really understand the impact that Tandy had on the caregiving.com community. So this award goes to someone who has a like-minded spirit and commitment to empowering others Tandy demonstrated a true commitment to service in her work, and she was a believer in the importance of supporting others and wanted people to succeed and achieve. So this wonderful award is in her honor. So as I mentioned, I work with Amanda, Sarah, and Stephen. So here to kick us off are her children. So thank you.
Hey there, my name is Amanda.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Stephen. And our mom is Tandy, the person behind the Tandy Spirit Award. She was just an amazing mom, but also an unexpected caregiver to her parents. It was through her experience as a caregiver in her own 5-time cancer battles that she became part of this community and advocated for the support of caregivers.
The Tandy Spirit Award embodies a commitment to empowering communities and supporting other caregivers.
It is given in recognition to those who rise to meet the extraordinary challenges that come with caregiving and the spirit of service.
Thank you to all the nominees for the work that you do, not just for your own families, but for your communities.
Know that you are seen,
heard,
and you are not alone.
Thank you and congratulations.
What an act to follow up. I feel like they should be up here. So the Tandy Spirit Awards, without further ado, goes to, again, me in these envelopes. This is going to become a meme. I just know it. This one goes to Letisa Woodberry. Congratulations, Letisa. So Letisa's story really struck us for the reason she became a caregiver, the reason she got into caregiving. Which she's been doing for over 20 years professionally. So her job in manufacturing was eliminated years ago. At the same time, her father was moved into skilled nursing, and as a result, she saw not only an opportunity to have a job, but more importantly, she just couldn't stand the thought of not being with her father and being there to take care of him. So she got the necessary training and ended up working in his care home. So after that, or through that experience, she fell in love with caring for those living with dementia. And in her years of professional care experience, she's received her CNA certification and as a home health aide at Griswold Home Care in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Got some family there. Great place. So from her nominator, I'm just going to share an excerpt. Carrie Shaw is the name of her nominator. Letisa served as, and I'm reading that as if that's the quote. Just a little background. Letisa served as Carrie's mother's primary caregiver for about 5 years. Now, enter quote. Letisa is a caregiving superhero. She sees each older adult living with dementia as a person first. Letisa helped me understand my mom and her needs faster than I ever could on my own. As a result, I was able to connect with my mom meaningfully, even as she lived with the late stages of her disease. Talking about, again, that giving, caring spirit and that commitment to service. We love hearing that, so congratulations, Letisa. So with that, Letisa, you're going to also receive $1,000, and we have also decided to donate in Tandy's honor $1,000 to Hospice of the Valley in Phoenix, Arizona, where she was a volunteer for many years and helped so many families through the end-of-life experience. So I guess that's it. Wow. I'm going to bring Mike back to close this out.
All right. It was amazing. We got it done. Third time is a charm, folks. I knew we would get it done. Just a matter of time. Thank you guys for being patient. For the ones who watched this, thank you guys for doing that. Thank you guys for showing the support for this community. And thank you so much for tuning in. Most importantly, though, thank you to the nominees. You guys are incredible. I wish we could give awards out to every single person that got nominated this year. And you know what? We're going to give every single one of you something to show our support and in memory of you guys. You guys are going to get a little token of our appreciation, just to let you know that you are seen, that you are heard, that we read your nomination, and we really, really do appreciate it. You all play such a massive role in our society, and I promise you that it doesn't go unnoticed by us and by others. It's our life's mission, and I can tell you that from everybody on our team. It's our life's mission to make sure that you receive the recognition you deserve for the selfless work you do every single day. We want to be there for you. We want to honor you in all that you do. So thank you so, so much. So Christina, come out and join me. Thank you so much.
Aw.
And from our family to yours.
Thank you.
And we're out. Thank you guys so much. Better get a little hand sanitizer on there. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks for
being a
joining
part
us
of it.
and for your patience.
Thank you guys.
And for helping us celebrate caregivers.
Tune in next time. We got more stuff coming. Wow, that is strong.